For decades, Al Cleinman has been a student of the business of optometry. As a consultant, he's been instrumental in the development of some of North America's most successful optometry practices. Each week, he addresses timely topics to help optometrists build and improve. And now, here's Al with his insights on the business of eye care.
I know the feeling when you discover that you're the victim of embezzlement. It happened to me in the early days of this business. When I finally uncovered the theft, I was devastated. I felt violated, the equivalent of economic rape. She was a very trusted member of my team, indispensable, my personal assistant who had collaborated with me for over 20 years through 3 different businesses. She managed everything while I traveled to clients, and she was an incredible actor. For over a 7-year period, she had been pocketing more than she was owed. And I was a naive fool to assume that it couldn't happen to me. It's happening to you right now. Perhaps not overtly, but within your practice there are multiple opportunities for someone to take what is not theirs. How? Let's look at the opportunities. While the increasing use of credit card payments has reduced the overt instances where an employee can walk off with cash, there are many other ways that both overt and covert thievery is happening in your practice. The first place to look at potential holes in your control system is inventory shrinkage. I'm often appalled at the number of practices that do not effectively control their inventory. And it's so simple to monitor. First, watch your cost of goods as a percentage of revenue. Unexplained increases may be an indicator of theft. Another monitoring method is to watch your inventory in terms of units. To do so, simply count the number of frames that you have for sale, including any backstock. Let's say it's the first of the month and you have 635 frames available for purchase. At the end of that month, take another count. This time you have 630 frames available for purchase. Now count the number of frames you received during the month and the number of frames you sold. Let's assume that you purchased 50 frames and sold 50. The math is simple. You started with 635 frames, you bought 50 and sold 50, resulting in an inventory level that should be 635, the same as that which you started. But you now count only 630 frames. What happened to the missing 5 units? They were either stolen by a patient or by staff. Another more covert form of theft is the extension of an unauthorized discount to a friend or family. That optician that accepts an unauthorized $200 for a frame that's priced at $250 is a thief. Perhaps not for themselves, but the result is the same. And sometimes they work deals. I'll tell you what, they say to a friend, I'll charge you $200 for that $250 frame. You give me $25 back in cash and we'll both be winners. Still another optical hole is the receipt of unauthorized kickbacks or incentives from suppliers. It happens often. The buyer receives a television at home for making a purchase, or gift cards, or even cash. Those incentives belong to the practice, not the employee. Still another covert form of theft is the employee that simply doesn't provide a full day's work for a full day's pay. When I was in the restaurant business a couple of decades ago, we had a saying, if you're leaning, you're cleaning. In simple terms, we had a list of backwork items that an employee could go to if they found themselves with time on their hands. Make such a list for your team and you'll improve productivity. How about the insurance biller that fails to follow up on an insurance rejection and simply writes off the receivable? Or the employee that absconds with cleaning and toiletry supplies? Or the optician that sells the sunglasses that you purchased at the local flea market for cash? In their pocket. Or the manager that looks the other way when an employee takes too much PTO, or the associate doctor that underbills. The list of opportunities is long. I share these scenarios not to cause mistrust towards your team or to cast aspersions, but to increase your awareness of the many holes in your control systems that can open the door for people to make poor decisions, ones that can have a profound impact on your business. Don't be the victim. Be aware. Review and install systems that help protect your business from embezzlement in its many forms. As the military says, trust but verify. Have concerns about your practice financial performance? Give us a shout for a no-obligation discussion about how you can identify the holes in your systems.
We hope you enjoyed Al's message, and if so, please hit that like button. At Cleinman Performance Partners, our team is dedicated to transforming lives through recognized and realized possibilities. We have resources in nearly every aspect of the business of optometry and the experience to help you get where you want to go faster and easier. If you'd like to explore your possibilities or challenges, contact us today at Cleinman.com. We're here to help. For more great videos that educate while they entertain, please subscribe to the Cleinman Performance Partners YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.